Hi guys, Chef Wukan here. How are you today? Today I'll be talking about different sauces that are used in Asian cooking. The first sauce that we use is oyster sauce. And this oyster sauce is considered the ketchup of the Far East. So wherever you go in the Far East or Southeast Asia, oyster sauce is pretty popular. What you've seen on the previous videos of mine was how to make rice. That's the basis of making rice. I showed you how to make crabs, and in that crab dish we used oyster sauce. All right, but that's about it. And so what happens is, as the name says, oyster sauce is made from oyster extract. It was prepared accidentally by Mr. Lee, and he tasted it. He said, "This is delicious," and he incorporated the recipe and mass produced it. So by accident, the sauce was made, and he became very successful at that. It's very salty, yet has a tinge of sweetness to it. But I wouldn't recommend using a lot. You don't really need a lot to make a dish. You just need a little bit. And in Asian cooking, you don't have to overwhelm the dish with lots of sauces. The sauces are intent on bringing the flavors out of the meats and vegetables that you use. So if you use quality meats and quality vegetables, you'll appreciate their flavors, and these sauces will help bring that out. The second most popular sauce is soy sauce, and this is Mr. Lee's version. As you can tell, we buy it in bulk, and because we use it a lot. The soy sauce, the regular soy sauce, obviously is dark in nature. It's fermented black beans, and it's very, very strong, very salty. There's no sweetness to it, all right? So the potency of salt is very, very high. And this soy sauce is used in soups, marinades, all sorts of dishes, and I'll be able to show you in the coming videos. Light soy sauce comes in different variations from different companies, but it's lighter in nature. It's salty, but not as salty. It's lighter in texture and consistency. So it's not as strong. And sometimes in a restaurant, they may have light soy sauce on the side of the table, and you may use that to dip certain foods into it, like sushi or sashimi. It's not that strong, but it has enough kick to it to give you a little saltiness flavor. Fish sauce is predominantly used in Southeast Asia and Vietnam. And basically fish sauce is, as it says, fish. It's fermented fish, right? And that sauce that's extracted is very pungent, very fishy in nature. You really have to have an acquired taste. But if you had Thai food or Vietnamese food, they may have added it to a very small degree because they know that it can be very, very, very pungent in smell. But it's used there. It does enhance the dish in a different way. It gives it a much more aromatic flavor to it, mixed in with some sugar and other ingredients. It does give it a pronounced flavor, and it's very good. But you do have to acquire a taste for it. You'll be first attracted to it by its very pungent aroma. Okay. Hoisin sauce. You may have come across this when you were eating pho at a Vietnamese restaurant. They would add sriracha sauce and hoisin sauce to offset the spiciness of the sriracha. Hoisin sauce is a sweeter flavored sauce. It's thicker in nature. It's not as sweet as in sugar, but it's sweet in nature in the sense that it's probably has a little bit of a plum flavor to it. It's very popular. If you don't have sugar, you can use hoisin sauce. It's more natural in terms of texture, and it adds a little bit balance between the oyster sauce and soy sauce. So as I said, you always want to balance between salty and sweet. Okay. When you have that combination, it really makes for an excellent dish. And lastly is dark soy sauce. No different than soy sauce in color, but it's more like a liquid caramel. So as you probably know, when you're cooking beef, when you're stir frying it, it sort of comes out like a grayish, brownish color. It's not very appetizing looking, right? By adding the dark soy sauce, it adds a little bit more color to it to make it look richer, more attractive. And so you don't really need that much, but you can tell by adding a couple of drops, and you'll see the color change, and you'll decide if it's more colorful to you, more appetizing. And that's what they use the dark soy sauce for. But there is a tiny little flavor, but it's not like a regular flavor condiment or sauce, right? In the coming videos, I'll be using these sauces, and I'll show you how popular oyster sauce is used for, whether it could be used for egg foo young to make the sauce, maybe referred to as brown gravy. They may add a little bit of milk to it, a little bit more sugar, thin it out, but they use it for beef with broccoli, chicken with broccoli. They use it for, as in the previous videos, crabs with ginger and scallion. You can use it for a topping for scrambled eggs, right? If you an omelet, you just use a little bit on top of it, and it's delicious. But this is the most famous oyster sauce. Right? Soy sauce, you can use it for soups. You can use it for marinades for your beef, pork. It's very delicious. It could be used for fried rice, right? It depends if you want color. You can use a little bit of the soy sauce and a little bit of the dark soy sauce to give it some more color. It doesn't mean that you have to use a lot of soy sauce to get the brown color, right? Because then it becomes too salty. So you just want to add just a tinge of soy sauce, but if you're more concerned with the color, add the dark soy sauce to give you the color that you desire. Fish soy sauce, everybody knows pad thai. Pad thai just consists of three main ingredients: is brown sugar, soy sauce, fish sauce, and tamarind, and noodles, and shrimp, and peanuts, and lime, and what do you call it, bean sprouts. So, I mean, you need to know how to make rice. You need to know about the sauces and how they're used. And once you understand that, then we can move on to creating dishes for yourself. And we'll start with maybe a cashew chicken dish, which is pretty easy, with breast chicken. I'll show you how to marinate the chicken, the breast chicken, to make it more tender, with water chestnuts, a nice sauce, maybe some scallion for garnish, and hoisin sauce, and you will really love it. That would be your first real dish that I'll be showing you how to make in my next video. Okay, so if you have any questions, email me, pearlwu17@gmail.com. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I think I'm getting a little bit better. And please subscribe to my YouTube videos so that you'll be notified of any future YouTube videos that come up. As I said to you before, please support small business. Right now, with this pandemic, small business is hurting. So I would encourage you to, if you live in Harford County, Bel Air area, or Falston, please visit Asian Cafe. Speak to my friend Dan. His specialty is pho. It's very delicious. General Tso's chicken is one of the best. And he has a Thai curry that is just wonderful. It's not made for the clientele. It's truly spicy, has coconut milk in it, and it's very, very delicious. Over a bowl of jasmine rice, it's wonderful. All right, so please consider that. Go to my website at www.chefwucan.com. I also hold video virtual cooking classes. If you're interested, please sign up. That's my way of generating revenues too, because COVID has affected me also. So by using YouTube, hopefully I can, get my brand out, Chef Wucan, to everybody. So please consider virtual Zoom class with me, and I would really appreciate it too. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you at the next video, which will be how to marinate. All right, and I'll show you how to marinate chicken breast, which you may have some concerns about, because when you cook breast, it tends to be kind of tough, and you wonder why the Chinese chicken is so tender. There's two ways of doing it, and I'll show you the both ways. Okay, so thank you very much, And I look forward to seeing you again. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.